DTI fam, was good, baby? We will see if this phone can last without falling, because you guys should see how I have it set up. It looks as if I'm like a little midget because it's all the way on the front of the dashboard. I made a 17-minute video yesterday in my hotel room because I truly didn't know if I was going to be able to record this video in the truck that I have as my rental car in Florida, because I don't have the optimal setup. I don't have the optimal angle. I don't have the optimal phone mount that I have in my car. And so I'm going to try and do this, but bear with me, because if it falls, we're going to pick up and we're going to keep going. It doesn't matter. This is authentic me. This is authentic DTI. And we're showing you guys that it's better to be consistently good over occasionally great. I could have easily said that I wasn't going to do this episode this week because I don't have my mount, because I don't have the proper placement in my truck, because I'm not in my element, because I don't have my own vehicle. But that's not what it's about. It's about making sure that you follow through with the things that you have, the things that you say, the things that you're doing, in order to see growth, in order to see that build, in order to see that aha moment come to life where you could have given up, you could have quit, you could have not done it, but instead you figured a way to get it done. And so, as we preach all the time, being consistently good over occasionally great is what you want to be. Big shout out to Bean Wandering. This coffee is phenomenal. It comes in a little tube thing. One of the best lattes I think I've ever had. I'm not joking. But the universe is talking to me, y'all. The universe is talking to me, and I want to reiterate things that I have talked about a million times before. You guys know me. You guys know that I love preaching about morning routines, having structure, having discipline. Not only am I talking about morning routines, but guess what? Mel Robbins is talking about morning routines. Nick Bare is talking about morning routines. Dylan Thacker in his Run Thoughts is talking about morning routines. Not only that, but my TikTok is talking about morning routines. My friends, my family are talking about morning routines. And everybody's talking about how they go about their morning, what they do, the things that they've instilled in their lives, the things that they're working on, the reason why they have implemented the habits and the things that they're doing, and the benefits that they get from it. And so I want to take time to talk about that today because, again, you guys know that morning routines are so freaking critical to me. It's something that I hope that everybody picks up on and they instill in their life, because it truly makes a drastic difference in your progress, in your success, in the things that you're working on, in the things that you want to achieve. If you don't have a morning routine, you will continue to stay stagnant. You will continue to just keep pushing but not seeing much success. You will continue to get burnout. You will continue to have stressful days. I'm gonna give you two scenarios: who I used to be and who I am now, and also who the world is pretty much now, and what you see all the time, and who the world could be. So 5 years ago, I didn't have a morning routine. I didn't have any routine. I was just going by the seat of my pants. I've never understood what the fuck that saying means. Just going by the seat of my pants. I have no idea, but whatever. I used to just live life. I'd fucking go out when I wanted to go out. I'd eat what I wanted to eat. I'd wake up when I wanted to wake up. I knew that there was timelines and that there was a we'll say like a deadline of when I had to do stuff, but I would make sure that I would wake up with enough time to get that done, to see it through, to be able to check the box of like, oh, I'm not that late. And so who I used to be was somebody that would wake up at 7:30, knowing that I could get to work within a half hour. That's when I was going into the office. I was like, oh, wake up at 7:30, take a quick shower. I already know the clothes I'm going to wear, and I'll just go to work. Rolling out of bed, getting in the shower, putting clothes on, heading out the door with a cup of coffee in my hand. And if I was late, oh man, I hit every red light. I had every red light on my way here. Sorry about it. I won't be late again, boss. But over time, when I hit the lowest of lows over time, I started waking up earlier because I was like, well, I got to go to the gym. I've never been a gym person, ever in my life at this point, let alone a morning gym person. But even more on top of that, never was I thinking about working out after I got off of work. When I got off of work, I have every excuse on why I can't do something. Every excuse. And one of those big excuses is why I can't do physical activity. To this day, I still suck at getting up early to try, or I still suck at going to the gym after work. I'm a morning person. That's what I am. That's how my body is. That's how my mind works. And so we stick with that because we know what works. And so old me was getting out of bed 30 minutes early, getting to work because I knew I could get there on time, having no structure, being frantic, not having my clothes put away. So I was always digging for clothes in the morning. But what happens when you have a morning routine? What happens when you focus on the times that you're waking up and what you're doing with that time when you wake up changes your life so much. It's like a cheat code. Now, I'm not saying that you guys have to follow my morning routine. And I'm not saying that you have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn. But what I am saying is that you need to start working on it. And working on it means instilling little habits in your lifestyle daily so that way you can continue to see progress. You can continue to see success. And so I'm going to go over what my morning routine looks like to show you guys that it wasn't always this way. I didn't always have this mindset. But when you start working on things and you start building and you start getting that compound interest of the things that you're doing, you realize the reward that you're getting out of it is far greater than what everybody else is doing. It's far greater than not doing it at all. It's far greater than any other thing because you have mental clarity. You're less stressed. You're more focused. You have discipline. You're following through with the things that you say you're going to do. All of that stuff helps you live that healthier, happier lifestyle. And so my morning routine now is waking up at 4:30, between 4:30 and 5. More times than not, I'm waking up at 4:30 nowadays, but it's between 4:30 and 5. Did I ever think in a million years that I would be setting my alarm to wake up at 4:30? No. Hell no. You couldn't get me out of bed before 7:30. But I worked on it. And 7:30 turned into 7. And once I mastered that, 7 turned into 6:30. And then once I mastered that, 6:30 turned into 6:15. 6:15 turned into 6. But again, it's little things that stack on top of each other to make sure that you're continuously seeing that progress, those results. That effort that you're putting in is yielding results that you want in the end. And so it just took me till this year, 2025, to start waking up at 4:30 because I want to. So I wake up at 4:30. First thing I do, take a piss. After that, I go and brush my teeth, put my deodorant on, maybe splash some water in my face. And then from there, I go and put my clothes on for the gym. Non-negotiable. Wake up, put my clothes on for the gym. Once I walk out of my room, always, give Mr. Decky a pet. Tell him good morning. His little tail's wagging, makes me smile first thing every single morning. Then after that, I go downstairs, I get my water and electrolytes. Make sure I am always hydrating first thing in the morning. I always hydrate. So I drink my water, drink my electrolytes, get my workout in. Some days that's 30 minutes. Some days that's 45. Some days it's an hour and a half. It just depends on what I have that day and what the rest of the day looks like. Do I need to knock out my strength training and my endurance training at the same time? Can I leave one for the evening, which is usually endurance training, because I don't like working out in the evening. After my workout, go inside, then I make my coffee. As my coffee's brewing and I'm letting the dogs out, I'm journaling. I'm letting my mind be free. I'm letting my mind escape for a second to write down what the previous day held, to write down what the previous day was, Sometimes it's fucking sunshine and rainbows. Other days it's kind of sad stuff. Other days it's what I want to wish for, what I'm working towards, what I'm doing. Some days it's about my family and friends, about how they're doing. Some days it's, Pops, I fucking miss you, man. And there is nothing more that I want in life other than be able to give you a call. So it all depends, but that journal is your safe space. That journal is for you to just have a second, to just let whatever out that is on your mind. After I'm done journaling, pour my cup of coffee, if it wasn't done before, and I start working on DTI stuff. This can be anything from editing clips from the podcast, working on our website, responding to clients, building out client programs, or even working on what's to come next. So I give myself time to work on those things that I truly care about, that I'm truly passionate about, that I truly want to see success and growth in. Because I know, just like the Freddie that was waking up at 7:30, that if I put in small habits, small action items daily, that will compound and I'll see results. I'll see growth. I'll see success. I'll see the vision come to life. And so every day I check off these things that are important to me before the day even starts. Because guess what? As I'm doing all that stuff, nobody's texting me. Nobody's calling me. I'm not checking emails. I'm not scrolling social media. I'm not doing anything that will disrupt the stuff that I want to do. And then from there, I go and shower. Sometimes I film before I start my 9 to 5. But then once my 9 to 5 starts, I keep that separate. 9 to 5 and everything else I do are separate. I give my all here, and then once that is up, I'll give my all over here. I try not to intertwine them. I try not to intermingle them because, again, they need to be separated. If I want to continue growing my professional career, I got to do all this stuff over here to show up and be the best version of me. And that's the same thing. If I want to be able to live my dreams and do all these things over here, then I got to show up and be the best professional person I can be while I'm there. And so then once my 9 to 5 is over, I go and I do more stuff. Sometimes it's going to get steps. Sometimes it's cooking dinner. Sometimes it's following through with things that I need to do that I didn't get done in the morning. But I heard this quote, and I'm going to phrase it in the way that it made sense to me and the way that I see it now. And it said something along the lines of, most people complain that they can't go after their goals, that they can't go after their dreams because of their 9 to 5. But what most people don't realize is that they aren't seeing their dreams come to life. They're not seeing their true passion come to life of what they want to achieve in life because they're not winning their 5 to 9. Woo! That's good. That's good. Most people complain that their dreams can't come true because they're too busy at their 9 to 5. But most people can't see their dreams come true because they're not winning their 5 to 9. You get what that's saying? Is that you have the choice on how you end your day as well, on what you go after, what you strive for. And when you put focus around things, and again, we're focusing on the morning routine, so we'll keep it here, but when you put focus around things, you can see growth, you can see success. Little things daily compound on each other, folks. How do you think people get rich? Compound interest. They invest, they do different things. One thing leads to the next, and it opens the door to the next thing. And then next thing you know, they got double and triple, and they keep going and going. If you don't start, you will never see a road forward. You will never believe it's possible. You will never believe it can happen. And so what I want to leave you with today, and we'll try and end it around 15 minutes, is go out there and establish a morning routine. If you are somebody that's rolling out of bed and going straight into work, change that. If you are one of those people that does not get dressed because you work from home, so you stay in your pajamas or a hoodie and sweatpants, change that. Get dressed for work. Shower before work. And treat your home like an office. Stand up at your desk. Take your lunch when you need to. Put nicer clothes on than just your fucking sweatpants. Separate your personal life from your professional life. But most importantly, start with your morning routine. Start getting habits in place that can compound on each other that will show you success. If you're just waking up earlier to be like, yep, check the box, woke up earlier, nothing's changing in my life, nothing will change. You have to have intent, you have to have purpose, you have to have a direction of why you're waking up earlier to see that success you want, to see that momentum you want, to see those results that you want. So go out there, have the desire to inspire, and always remember that what you do today is affecting your future. That what you don't do today is affecting your future. Everything is in your hands. When are you going to go and capture it? When are you going to take ownership, and when are you going to take control? Establish a morning routine, and then that will funnel to all other areas in your life. Much love. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk next week, baby. Have the desire to inspire.